Let's look at this advanced version of the unit conversions hack. If you haven't seen the basic type of the unit conversions hack, we recommend that you see that hack first and then watch this video. Now, this hack can be used in a variety of word problems and can easily help you gain up to 50 SAT points. So let's see what's going on here. You're given that one box contains 10 muffins and 3 muffins require 15 ounces of flour. So how many boxes can be filled with 300 ounces of flour? And that's already looking quite complicated. So what's the trick here? The first thing you're going to do is write down all the corresponding equations. So you've got one box is equal to 10 muffins. So let's start with this first one and let's write it down. Then you've got 3 muffins require 15 ounces of flour. So let's write that equation down. And finally, we come to the last part of the problem. You're asked how many boxes can be filled with 300 ounces of flour. So you're asked what's the relationship between ounces of flour and boxes. So let's just write down 300 ounces right now. Now, your goal is to convert this ounces to flour somehow. So let's start with the same unit conversions hack. You're gonna draw a line over here at the bottom, multiplied by another line over here, and you're gonna actively seek which of these values has ounces in it. You can easily see it's 15 ounces is equal to 3 muffins. So you're gonna write down ounces here in the denominator because you've got ounces in the numerator here. This was the most important part of the problem. Now things are going to simplify. Because 15 ounces is equal to 3 muffins, we're just going to write down 3 muffins in the numerator. Now you can see that the ounces and ounces cancel out and you're left with muffins. So now let's actively search where we've got muffins again. You're already done with this part, so you just got 10 muffins is equal to 1 box. So let's write that down. Before that, let's multiply here first. So we've written down 10 muffins in the denominator and you're going to cancel out muffins and muffins. But before that, note that 10 muffins is equal to 1 box. So you're going to have to write a box here, 1 box, because you already have muffins here in the denominator. And now you just cancel out muffins and muffins. And so ounces and ounces is gone, muffins and muffins is gone, and you're left with boxes, and that's exactly what they're asking for. You only got these numbers, you're gonna have to multiply them, and you got this box unit right over here. Write down 300 by 1, multiplied by 3 over 15, multiplied by 1 over 10 box. Now you can use your calculator to find the numerators here. 300 times 3 times 1 is 900, divided by 1 times 15 times 10, which is 150. And that evaluates to 900 over 150 is equal to 6. And thus, choice A is the correct answer. Let's summarize this hack one more time. So remember, the first thing you're going to do is write down all the correspondences. So you've got 1 box is equal to 10 muffins. You wrote that down. Then you've got 3 muffins is equal to 15 ounces. You've written that down. And then you come to this problem, part of the problem, where they're asking how many boxes can be filled with 300 ounces of flour. So you just write down 300 ounces here, divide by 1 as always, multiply by a ratio. Now that ratio is going to arise from an equation. Note that you can select this equation by first finding out which equation has ounces in it. You see 15 ounces equal to 3 muffins. So you're going to write down 15 here, 3 here. Ounces and ounces cancel out. Now you're left with muffins. So you're going to actively seek the next equation right over here, which is 10 muffins is 1 box. And you're going to write down 10 in the denominator and 1 box in the numerator, and you're done. All you got to do now is cancel out the units. Ounces goes with ounces, muffins goes with muffins, and you're just left with numbers and box. And then you multiply it to get the correct answer. Now you try this very simple hack for the extremely complicated problem, which usually takes people more than 3 minutes. So the first thing you're gonna try is 1 box is 20 muffins. So write down that correspondence. Then write down the second correspondence. 1 muffin requires how many ounces of flour? Write that down over here. And then you're asked how many boxes can be filled with 320 ounces. Just write down 320 ounces over here, divided by 1, multiplied by, find where you have the ounces, write that equation, then again multiply it by another equation, which is going to be the first one, and you're going to get the answer. I'll wait here for a few seconds. All right, hopefully you were able to solve this problem. This is definitely one of the harder problems. So let's start this way. One box is 20 muffins. So one box is equal to 20. And then one muffin requires 4 ounces of flour. So you're just going to write down one muffin requires 4 ounces here. And you're done with this equation and this equation. So all that's left with how many boxes can be filled with 320 ounces. So know that the ounces is going to get canceled with ounces and everything else is going to get canceled and you're only going to be left with the box. So let's see, you start with 320, then you find out which equation has ounces in it. This is the only one. So you're going to cancel it out. Just write down 4 ounces at the bottom because you've got ounces in the top. And because you've got 4 ounces corresponding to one muffin, you can just write down one muffin here. You can cancel out ounces with ounces. You're left with muffins now. Now look at the other equation. Of course, you've got 20 muffins is one box. So because you got muffins in the numerator, you're going to write down 20 muffins in the denominator here. And corresponding to 20 muffins is one box right over here. So muffin and muffin cancel out. Note that as promised, you are left with just a box, and that's exactly what they're asking for. Now all you got to do is just multiply these numbers. You got 320 times 1, which is 320. Then in the denominator, you got 1 times 4 times 20, which is 80. And you can just copy down the unit, which is boxes. 320 divided by 80 is equal to 4. And thus, B is your correct answer.